What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. Today we're going to be experimenting with the foil boat brisket. I've done the foil boat once, but with a pork shoulder, and was pretty happy with the result. With the cost of brisket, I don't want to practice. I don't want to experiment with a high-end brisket, so I got a cheap Walmart Select. It's not much to look at, but I'd rather screw up a $40 brisket than an $80 brisket. If this is your first time checking out our channel, we appreciate you stopping in. Please take a look around. I know you're going to want to hit that subscribe button. To our old fans, thanks for your loyalty, and please continue supporting us. Let's get started. Here's our Walmart Select. As expected, nothing special, man. No real marbling to be seen. Let's give it a shot. And here she is after a quick trim. Not much to look at, and you know that old adage, you get what you pay for. Yes, here's a select brisket from Walmart. Let's get the seasoning. Be sure to check out some of our other trim videos out there, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't show you much of a trim. So let's start with a little binder. And you know I love that Maggie. We're going to be using a simple black pepper, salt, 16 mesh, ground, coarse pepper, 2 parts black pepper, 1 part kosher salt. And again, folks, this is not salt heavy, so don't be afraid to really apply this. The black pepper will cook out to a degree, so it's not going to be like burning hot. You're not going to be overpowered by cracked black pepper, but it will provide a very nice spark. Let's head out here and get this Traeger started. All right, our Traeger is rocking 250. A cheap brisket with not a whole lot of marbling probably does better lower and slower, but I don't feel like an extra long cook today. So let's rock this thing at 250. Got a couple of small low spots. We'll keep an eye on those, see how they hold moisture. But other than that, this is a fairly straightforward cook. We'll come back and look at this in a few hours. We're at the 3-hour mark. Let's see what we've got going. All right, 9. Starting to look good. That bark is setting, starting to get some nice color. Getting a little curling up here. And again, when you're cooking a brisket without the extra fat, some of those connective tissue will draw, tighten up, but not a biggie. We're not going to spritz or anything for maybe another hour or so. Let's see what this other side looks like. Alright, we've got the little pooling right here. If I can, I would love to turn that up. I'm going to get a piece of foil and stick it on the underside. See if we can't stop that pooling. Pretty simple. Hopefully that's going to help the runoff so that this can set. Let's let it rock. We're at the 7-hour mark, and man, I've really been taking it nice and slow. This brisket, couple of areas that's still a little damp, but for the most part, man, we are good to go. This brisket is pushing 170. The fat is nice and soft. At this point, I would be wrapping. But in the case of today, we're gonna be foil boating. So time to build a boat. There isn't a whole lot of technique or anything to building a boat. We're not gonna add any liquids or anything, but simply wrap tightly around the sides of the brisket and bring it right up to the top of that bar. And we're going to continue to take care of this brisket. We're going to spritz if necessary. So let's get her back on the pit. Wow, that hour really makes a difference. We lost an hour of sleep this past weekend, and man, it's gotten dark. But we're at that about 10 hours and 5 minutes. So we're a little over 3 hours in this foil boat. I really like the way it feels, man. We're pushing 208, 209, all right, 210. I am going to pull this and let her rest for a couple of hours, and we'll get to slicing. It looks good. That bark feels great. That fat is nicely rendered. Man, this select might do something. All right, we've given this baby 2 hours to rest now. I will tell you what, that boat method does preserve a beautiful bark. This little select really looks good. But let's see what we've got in some slicing. I see some shine, I see some moisture on that end. I'll tell you what, for select, that is not a bad look right there, man. That bark feels really good, man. Oh, it's a pretty nice slice for a select brisket. Oh, that is pretty tight for a select, man. That is pretty nice. Wow.
Nice bark.
Oh yeah. Oh. That is pretty cool, man.
Okay.
Again, a select brisket, not a whole lot of fat, but man, she cooked up nicely using that foil boat technique. I am really looking forward to doing this again, and this time with a brisket of a higher grade. You know, we think about it, we did not inject, we did not beef tallow, we did nothing of the sort, man, and we've got us a pretty nice brisket. Very happy with that. That bark is beautiful. Oh man, that is all right. Very happy with this select. Ladies and gentlemen, so it can be done, man. It absolutely can be done. A nice gentle pull, man. That bark is here to stay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just about a 10-hour cook. We did about 7 hours in the smoke and another 3 hours, about 3 hours 5 minutes in the foil boat. Salt and pepper, delicious, tender, obviously not as fatty as a high-grade brisket, but for select, this is an awesome brisket. Really like that, and I think that foil boat technique is going to be here to stay. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe once again. We appreciate you watching. And like I said up front, if this was your first time, we know you're going to enjoy what you see. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. Be on the lookout for another video coming soon, as well as our live stream on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Great conversation. I want you guys to take care of yourselves, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla.